Hi, and welcome to part 2 of my week in Montenegro. Last time we got settled in and explored the historic town of Kotor, and this time we are going to go on some adventures. One of the days I was set on going to see Lake Skadar, which is Southern Europe's largest lake. Well, I don't know if Map.me took me some extreme convoluted back roadway, but that was the most intense drive I've ever done. I'm stuck behind the world's biggest snail, but I just wanted to get this. It's really pretty. Once I caught past Budva, I started snaking my way up and eventually turned onto this little narrow road. I kept wondering if this could be right. Suddenly, a huge orange work truck came barreling down the road toward me. I threw my car into reverse and was looking over my shoulder to make sure I wouldn't run the car into a rock wall when I looked forward again and was startled because the work truck was literally glued to my front grille. I tried to angle my car out of the way and he waved and zoomed past me with about 1 centimeter clearance. I continued down the road again and came up to some farmers pouring asphalt and flattening it with their little asphalt roller. They waved for me to go by, so I drove over the fresh, steaming asphalt. The day became less about seeing the lake and more about the adventure of driving. As tiring and stressful as it was, I was really glad I decided to go for it because it was like a fun challenge, and I was pretty proud of myself afterward for the hours I spent navigating those roads. I'll let you see how the rest of the drive unfolded. This freaking road. Already had to make a U-turn on one of the hairpins because it was so tight. Okay. I need to make a hairpin. Nice view of the lake though. I am not kidding. I just had to pass someone on this road and he was like a really nice kid. It was him and 2 of his friends. And they like guided me. I literally don't. I'm like, I think your car is gonna go off the cliff. And he's like, no, we can make it. And I hope I didn't scratch my car. I had to kind of pull into some bushes, but I don't know how you pass somebody on this freaking road. I cannot even explain how stressful that was. Trying to pass that car on that road that barely fit one car. The kid, he was like really nice and he got out and guided me. And then he insisted he could make it, but I was afraid his car was gonna fall off the side of the cliff. But he made it, so I don't know. I think these Montenegro people just know how to drive these roads or something. That's the road I came down from. Terrible road. So the road is wider here and you can see the lake down there. It's actually really pretty in the snow-covered mountains. I'm actually I went the wrong way. I'm not going toward the town I wanted, so I had to turn around and I've got to take this road again. This road is wide enough for 2 cars now. Okay, there's this abandoned building. Still has like lace curtains in the window. I don't want to go in there, but there's these people. Where'd they go? They're parked right there. I wish they would just leave so I could go inside. I think the lake is flooded because the water fountain thing is like underwater. It's just like dogs and cats everywhere. It's kind of a depressed town. There was a picnic. Oh yeah, there it is. That bench down there is like flooded. Whoa, look at that. It's all flooded. Signs underwater. I don't really know where this is taking me to. Wow, look. That whole walkway is underwater. The lake is flooded. So pretty and clear though. Okay, just had to pass somebody on that road, on that hairpin turn area. Oh my God, I don't really know where I'm going. Okay, that's a dog. Okay, has a necklace on. All right, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be seeing in this town. I'm gonna go. Stay. Whoa, this road is very crappy. Everything is underwater. That's a dumpster underwater. The boats are covered in water. Taxi boat. The church with a graveyard and a building back there. These roads are small enough for me, so I don't want to pull off and check out the village. I'm only 13 miles from the next town I'm going to, but it takes like over 30 minutes just to get there because, as you can see, these roads are very tiny and winding. One thing I've noticed is that every person I've passed and every car I've seen on this road today has been men. I think I'm like the only girl driving this road right now. There is a bush in my way, but there's an amazing view, and then there's like a little coffee stand up here that you can get coffee at. I don't really feel like stopping though, so I'm gonna keep going. Road is quite narrow. This is the road. I've been snaking down. So I keep passing this sign. It's called Panoramic Roads. Definitely the scenic route. Actually, I don't know if there's another route you can really take to get there. Just came around the, oh my gosh, there's a baby lamb. And look at that funny car in front of me. It's not like some, oh my gosh, those sheep are running everywhere. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, the baby. Oh, that one like ran over the baby. How funny. Oh, that one's fur is bouncing up and down. That is so cute. They just like dart in front of your car. Anytime there's a place to pull over, there's like 1,000 sticks blocking the view. Where do you pull over on such a road if you need to pass somebody? I guess right there, but it's like you're literally on a freaking cliff. The cow signs were not a joke. There's another one on the side of the road. I've been going downhill for a very long time because I was way high up. On my second to last day, I decided to go up to the Church of Our Lady of Remedy, and because it took me so quick to get there, I went farther up to the Kotor Fortress. This fortress dates back to 532 when it was part of the Byzantine Empire. Now, I was there off-season, so it was free. There was nobody at the ticket booth. But during tourist season, you have to pay €8. Well, it's a very easy hike, and there are beautiful views the higher you get. I am glad I didn't have to pay the €8 because I didn't feel it was worth it. This church was built in 1518 and you can't go inside. That took like 40 minutes to get from my apartment up here. Did not take an hour and 8 minutes. I was starting to get totally wigged out at the top because I felt so high up, and I didn't even go into the fortress because I would have had to cross this janky metal bridge to get inside. I know it looks so small and easy, but I was just wigging out at that point, and all I wanted to do was get back down. Wanted to take that trail down, but I don't know how to get there. Maybe I have to go through the fortress. I don't know. I'm not going back up there. And I guess you can take a ladder down. Those are the switchbacks I wanted to take down, but I really can't figure out how the heck get to that. I read online that during tourist season, if you want to avoid the €8 fee, you can take this backside route with the switchbacks to get up to the castle for free. I ended that day with a beautiful walk along the shoreline going from Kotor. I feel like I've said the word beautiful 100 times in this video, but there's really no other way to describe this part of Montenegro. I have to go back to this house. Show you this dog. Oh, okay. He was just standing in the doorway like, okay. Oh, there he goes. He's very cute. I thought the people in Montenegro were friendly and easygoing. Minus the insane driving, I really enjoyed my time in Kotor Bay, and I could definitely do an extended stay there and just plop down for a month or two. I feel like Montenegro is an underrated gem and a great place to vacation. In the next video, I make a last-minute change to my route as I head back into Bosnia and make my way towards Sarajevo. So hit subscribe and notify so you know when that comes out. And if you're enjoying this series so far, please give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.